Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan Battle video. In this video, we are going to be taking a look at how the TEQ Buu or Evil Buu or Buuhan does in the, well, basically how he does in red zones. So we're going to be taking a look at quite a few red zones today. We're going to be taking a look at the, well, mainly at the Zamasu and the Kid Buu red zones, as these are probably the toughest ones overall, if I'm being honest. But we'll also be taking a look at the Broly red zones. We'll also be taking a look at the red zone for Cell Max, and we'll be taking a look at the red zone for Metal Cooler. I don't usually take a look at the red zone for the Omega Shenron, as Omega Shenron, generally speaking, is the same as his Shadow Dragons event, and we always look at the units separately there. Now obviously, to cut a long story short, you shouldn't be surprised, but TEQ Buu does a great job in pretty much every single red zone. This isn't something new, this isn't something strange. TEQ Buu probably is one of the better EZAs overall, provided you fulfill his requirements. Now what makes TEQ Buu so good is his incredibly high level of damage reduction. So TEQ Buu starts off with 40% damage reduction in his base and his second form. But what really gets him is his damage reduction in his full passive when he has another Majin Buu Saga unit in his team. So in this situation, he looks really good because he has essentially a really strong basis of damage reduction, because with another Majin Power unit on his team, he ends up having 70% damage reduction in the turn, which is a lot of damage reduction. 70% is almost comparable to Frieza, for example. So it's like almost comparable to like Golden Frieza, and units that are designed to be essentially super duper tanky. So this is pretty good, to be entirely honest with you. This is like very good stuff. So between like his overall tankiness and his ability to really kind of facilitate some of the really strong other Majin Power units, he really does have a good place in a lot of high meta teams for Majin Power, but also Worldwide Chaos, Majin Buu Saga, Artificial Life Forms, etc. Because of the easy access to have physical LR Buuhan link up with him, you generally sit in a situation where he's strong and not actually that limited at all. You also have the Int Majin Buu who links up really well with him as well. So you have two great options to really kind of link up with him and be really powerful alongside him. And this means he doesn't struggle a lot. Looking at the Kid Buu event, without Kid Buu building up too much, he can even how can I say it, like he can even take super attacks from Kid Buu, which is like amazing if you think about it. Like if you think about just how strong that is for a TEQ character to take a super attack from arguably one of the strongest int characters in the game, I think it's definitely something that's very impressive. So yeah, super duper impressed by like his overall defensive capabilities. Offensively, look, not a unit that in his first two states is going to hit 20 billion attack stats or anything like that. But when you transform into the Super Buu, then things get very interesting. Because he gains 50% attack per orb, because he gains crit chance per orb as well, he can very quickly accelerate to the point where he's doing some pretty nutty damage overall. So yeah, in that sense he can be really good. For me, yeah, looking at him as a character, there's not a lot of red zones he struggles with. There's like a brief gap where he can be hurt. For example, if he falls onto a rotation, he doesn't have a Majin Power unit, because maybe you're not using a full Majin Power team, then yes, he can take damage. Especially before Super. Remember, his defense goes up quite substantially on Super as well. And so, in those moments before he supers, then yes, he could struggle. But all in all, I think overall, he's great for a ton of stages. Like I said, Metal Cooler, he does great. He also does great on Broly. He does great on Zamasu. He does great on Kid Buu. Does amazing overall. So very, very impressed with him, and very impressed with just how good he does as a unit. I think for a lot of players, you can rely on TEQ Buu, TEQ Transforming Buu to carry you through a ton of content. Just a unit that's so strong, so powerful, and has great synergy. The links, Infinite Regen, Majin Power, all of these things are good links. They're easy to use, they're powerful, they do the job, they get things done, and generally speaking, there's not a lot of situations where he struggles. I think overall, for most players, you will generally be quite impressed if you're trying to use him. I think you'll end up being super impressed actually if you try to use him. So for me, a very good unit, very fun to use, and I think ultimately so powerful. There's not a red zone yet that he really struggles with. Like I said, Kid Buu can give him issues. I think physical Zamasu could give him some issues, but he has dodge. Broly's attacks don't do enough damage. So generally speaking, it's just those small windows of gaps where his restrictive requirements aren't met. When he's not alongside another Majin Power unit, when he's, not sitting in like a strong position from that perspective. That's really about it. There's just not a lot of situations where he's going to struggle. So it's very difficult to kind of phrase it that way, because they're so limited, especially with how strong I would say Int Majin Buu is and Physical Buuhan is. Because I do believe both those units are distinctly usable and distinctly runnable probably for a while. So I think while those units remain very good, I think he will remain very good. I will say when his evasion dips off, there are some weaknesses to him, or at least his defense is hindered slightly, but I would say overall he just looks really good. And maybe offensively a bit low till he becomes Super Buu, but I just don't really see a lot of negatives to his kit or how he runs or anything like that at all. So that's basically gonna be it from me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like. It's always greatly appreciated. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. So until then, take care, stay safe, and if you have any queries or anything, let me know. But I think Buuhan, honestly, probably one of the top units in the game, without a doubt, without an absolute doubt. I think he is an absolute beast, and he just really does an exceptional job. So that's it from me. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Till then, bye.